Everybody, John Sedej here. I have been getting asked a lot of different questions from different business owners that I come in contact with, either those that email me, contact me through social media, people that I meet out. And so in an effort to try to get some of these answers out to more people, because the reality is when one person's asking, probably many people are asking the same question and aren't getting the answer. So what I thought would be helpful, as opposed to trying to write these things out, which full disclosure, takes me a long time to write a short email. I figured I would just get on camera. I have a whole bunch of these topics written down here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to answer them. I'm going to answer them one at a time, and then let's call them maybe today's tip of the day. You might be seeing these come out sporadically on my social media pages. If you're not subscribed, or if you know other people that would benefit from these, oh my gosh, please share this. It's going to be really helpful. I'm going to be pouring out all this knowledge. I'm going to take lots of knowledge into a question, answer it so you can apply it right away. That's kind of my goal here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this. Give me a little, kind of shooting from the hip here. No script, just going to read the question and answer from where I go from there. Fair? All right. So let's go to the first one here. What should every business know what to avoid? Boy, I can go that a bunch of different directions. I did start actually typing an answer to this. And I guess one of the biggest things you can do is before you go and start developing a product or a service or deciding here's what I'm going to change the world because I feel the need needs X. Now, whatever that X factor is for you, it may have been based upon some conversations that you've had with some people. It might be some need that you see in the market. And you're like, I'm going to fill that need. What many business owners do is that they have a passion for something, they see a need for something, and they go out and they create a business, which is great. That's what I love about entrepreneurism. However, I can't tell you how many of them fail, invest way too much time, money, energy, burn people out, team members, investors, whatnot, because they haven't done enough market research to find out, is there a market for that idea? Is there a market for that product? Is there a market for that service? So one of the things I'd recommend you do, if maybe that's you, and maybe you've already been in business for a few years and you actually had some traction, you're starting to go different directions, and maybe you're actually trying to focus it back down again because you've gone too wide, wherever that finds you. Here's the thing I would recommend. Number one, before you develop a product or service, go to your target market, your audience, and ask them what is the problem that they have that they don't want, or a solution they want that they don't have yet. And then see how your product or service fits into that. Now, you can make that question a little more specific to your product or service. However, you want to go to your market to find out what are the pain points that they have, what are the solutions that they're looking for. Then you develop the product or service that directly solves that. Think about this for a second. You may have something that sounds great on the surface, but if someone's not familiar with it, number one, you're going to have to spend a lot of time developing it. They're going to have to spend a lot of time trying to find an audience. When you go out to find an audience, and if you don't have a real target for who you're looking for, your audience is going to be pretty wide. That means your marketing budget and everything else tends to go wide. The time you spent tends to go wide because you've got a lot of people kicking tires because they're not exactly sure, first of all, what your product or service is. How does it help me? Is it right for me? How does it help me? How does it work? There's a lot more questions involved in that process. Alternatively, if you go to your market, find out what they want, turn around, go and actually put that product together specifically to what they're looking for, even to the point when you go to discuss it, market it, and present it to people. You can even use the words and the phrases that people give you directly into your marketing messaging. When you do that, you're already speaking their language. You skip so much of the features and benefits conversation and questions that follow, with that, because you're trying to educate them what it is, how it helps them so far. You're going right to solution, right to benefit. Old sales thing, sell the sizzle, not the steak. Well, people want solutions. They want an answer to their problem. And if you can speak directly to that and avoid trying, first and foremost, you're going to be able to you don't need to talk to as many people. You're going to be able to convert more people to become clients of yours. They're going to be able to give better referrals. You're going to save far more time, far more money. And quite frankly, you'll probably need smaller staff because you'll be able to be more linear and more streamlined on what your business does. So think about that. Before you go out to the market, see if you have a market for it. Your market might actually tell you have something completely different. So again, there's a tip for the day. It's a little bit longer to get started this first time. I'm going to shorten these down to probably a minute, 2 minutes coming forward. So, hey, there's one of the big things you got to think about. If you're launching a business, if you're in business right now and you have multiple products and services and you're not seeing a lot of them take off and get traction, or you feel you're spending too much on money and not getting enough, maybe you're not getting enough return on your investment, or maybe you feel your competition just killing you, it might be because you're not speaking to the language of your actual customers, because you're trying to offer them, an apple when they want an orange. And you're trying to convince them really, really why they want an apple, but they're telling you, but I really want an orange. All right, think about that. Let me know your thoughts on this, some comments, put it below in the box. Always love it. Please if you think this is helpful, share this with somebody else, because we're all working together. We can help people get to, get the lifestyle that we're looking for and have more success. So thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.